everyone, and thank you for being here today. My name is Taipeshi from BTech at UTM Malacca. I would like to acknowledge and express my sincere gratitude to my supervisor, Dr. Fauzan, for the continuous guidance and support throughout my research journey. I would also like to thank the panel, Dr. Kamaruddin bin Abu Bakar, for taking the time to evaluate my presentation today. The title of my research is The Impact of Digital Marketing on E-commerce Business Growth in Malacca. Let me begin by giving you an overview of this research. This study investigates how digital marketing, especially on Instagram, impacts the growth of e-commerce businesses among individual sellers in Malacca. The first chapter sets the stage by outlining the full research framework. It includes the background, purpose statement, research objectives and questions, scope, limitations, and significance of the study. Now, why this topic? Marketing is fundamentally about satisfying customer needs while ensuring profit, as stated by Kotler and Keller. With the rise of digital platforms, digital marketing has become a critical tool, especially in emerging markets like Malaysia. Platforms like social media, search engines, and content marketing offer affordable and effective way to grow a business. However, many small and individual sellers in Malacca still rely on traditional methods like word of mouth. This is largely due to barriers such as low digital literacy, lack of training, and weak strategic direction. And that brings us to the core issue this study aims to explore. So, what is the actual problem? With the rapid growth of the digital economy, businesses must adopt digital marketing to stay visible and competitive. Platforms like Google Apps, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok offer powerful tools to increase visibility, engagement, and sales. Yet, many individual e-commerce sellers in Malacca are slow to adopt these tools. Some of the key reasons include a lack of formal digital marketing training, limited financial resources, and underutilization of data-driven strategies. According to Yusuf and Rahim, many sellers aren't optimizing content or using automation tools. Compared to other Southeast Asian countries, Malaysia's e-commerce sector, especially among micro and informal sellers, still lags in performance. So there is a clear gap between the potential of digital marketing and its actual use among these sellers. This study aims to bridge that gap by investigating how digital marketing impacts business growth and providing insights to help sellers make better strategy decisions. Here are my research questions and objectives. My first research question is, what is the relationship between Instagram marketing and e-commerce business growth? The second one, what is the relationship between website quality and e-commerce business growth? What is the relationship between digital customer service quality and e-commerce business growth? My research objectives are to assess the relationship between Instagram marketing and e-commerce business growth, as I mean the relationship between website quality and e-commerce business growth, and to identify the relationship between digital customer service quality and e-commerce business growth. Now moving on to chapter 2, the literature review. This study focuses on three main independent variables that influence the dependent variable, which is e-commerce business growth. According to London and Travel, e-commerce growth refers to increased online sales, wider market reach, and stronger customer acquisition, often driven by digital tools and strategies. Let's look at the independent variables. First is Instagram marketing. Instagram is powerful for building visibility through features like Reels, Story, and Shopping, as stated by Hu and Tutan Salomon. It engages users effectively through influencer marketing, trends, and user-generated content, especially crucial for small businesses targeting younger audience. Second is website quality. Web design plays a vital role in building trust and satisfaction. Wilson and Kenny highlight usability, aesthetics, and mobile friendliness as key factors. In Malaysia's competitive e-commerce scenes, a good website can be a strong differentiator. Third is digital customer service quality. Great service increase satisfaction and loyalty. Parasuraman's ES model emphasize fast responses, chatbots, and smooth service. Tools like AI help reduce cart abandonment and improve customer retention. Each of these variables has a proven relationship with e-commerce performance, supported by studies such as MDPI, Hassan, Edwardu, and Zeltam, making them highly relevant for this research. This is my conceptual framework indicate the relationship which the three independent variables will give the impact to the dependent variable, which are Instagram marketing to e-commerce business growth, website quality to e-commerce business growth, and digital customer service quality toward e-commerce business growth. My hypothesis one is there is no relationship between Instagram marketing and e-commerce business growth, and there is a relationship between Instagram marketing and e-commerce business growth. Hypothesis 2 is about there is no relationship between website quality and e-commerce business growth. There is a relationship between website quality and e-commerce business. Now, let's take a look at the research design, which is structured using Saunders' research onion model. Starting from the outer layer, the research philosophy adopted in this study is positivism, which aligns with the quantitative approach. It assumes that reality is objective and can be measured through observable data. Next, the research approach is deductive. That means hypotheses developed based on existing theories and then tested them using empirical data. For the methodological choice, a mono-method quantitative design used, relying on structured questionnaires for data collection. The research strategy employed is a survey, which is suitable for reaching a large number of respondents efficiently and is commonly used in business and social science research. On the time horizon, this study follows a cross-sectional design. Data was collected at a single point in time to examine the relationship between variables. Finally, the data collection method used was an online questionnaire distributed to individual e-commerce sellers in Malacca. This method was practical, cost-effective, and accessible for our target group. Let's zoom in on the population. This study focused on individual e-commerce sellers based in Malacca. These are typically unregistered SME that sell consumer goods mainly through Instagram and TikTok Shop. Malacca was chosen as the research location for several reasons. First, it has a growing community of digital entrepreneurs. Second, this is a manageable area for data collection. And third, it allows for local relevance in the findings, which is essential in an emerging market like Malaysia. By focusing on Malacca, we are capturing insights that reflect the real behavior of grassroots e-commerce sellers in a developing digital ecosystem. For this research, the target population consists of individual e-commerce sellers based in Malacca who actively use Instagram and TikTok Shop as their main marketing and sales platforms. These are independent sellers who are not formally registered as SME. Since there is no official database for this specific group in Malacca, we use a pragmatic estimation method, referring to national SME and e-commerce data from SME Corp Malaysia and DOSM. We estimate around 200 to 300 sellers match our criteria within the state. Therefore, we adopted a non-probability purposive sampling method. This allows us to directly reach out to relevant sellers who meet the criteria, specifically those active on Instagram or TikTok in Malacca. Using Casey and Morgan's sample size table, population of 300 requires around 132 to 169 responses. So, our target sample size is at least 130 sellers, which is both statistically valid and practical to achieve. Then finally, these are the references used in my study from chapter 1 to chapter 3. And thank you so much for your listening.